Good morning, happy Tuesday, welcome to Hunky Dory TV. My name's Amy Wilkes and I'm going to be presenting the show for you today. But I'm not on my own, we've got in the producing the show, we've got Lisa. Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning.
Are you okay?
Hi, not so bad.
Happy Tuesday. And in the demonstration corner we have got Natalie. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Have you battled through snow to get here?
Yes, I've got my boots on, I have my big coat on. It frozen overnight though, which was a little bit more annoying because I had to then really scrape off the car. But it looked really good near us this morning. Oh. It looked really good.
Ours had sort of disappeared.
Yeah, this is
morning.
The thing. We literally say that we live in Narnia because you just get on the M65, you drive for 10 minutes and it's a completely different place. It's so, honestly, the snow is crazy this morning.
It was nice though, wasn't it?
It did look so good.
So we hope you're all well and keeping nice and warm. We have got some amazing Black Friday deals. If you've been watching us on here at Hunky Dory TV, we are in our second week of Black Friday offers. We've got deals across all of your favourite collections with savings of up to 80%.
It's crazy.
It's just crazy, isn't it?
Absolutely awesome deals, though.
And I think today's show has got 3 of my favourite collections.
Very good collections today.
3 collections that you are all going to love. But before that, I didn't use this last time, so I'm going to use it this time. You have got a chance to win a share of £1,000 of Hunky Dory credit. We will have 4 lucky winners, each receiving £250 store credit for us here at Hunky Dory. All you need to do to be entered into the prize draw, it's really simple. Just place an order. Place an order with us during our Black Friday event and you will be automatically entered into this draw to be in with a chance of winning your share of £1,000. So that's all you need to do. Just place your order. It might be that you've already done that during our Black Friday event, or it might be that you're going to do that today with some of the products that we've got on the show. So first of all, let's have a look at our Win It Weekly. This is just, you can tell this is Natalie's goodie bag. So you will be in with a chance of winning goodies worth over £200. And you can see on there we have got the stamping press, we've got dies, we've got stamps, we've got blending tools, and we've got the craft wire books and the craft wire and the tools as well. So one lucky winner will be chosen this Friday to win that amazing goodie bag that Natalie has chosen. All you need to do to be in with a chance to win is like, share and comment with the answer to the following question. What costume did Natalie's mum make her for a Christmas Eve nativity service? Was it A, an angel, B, a present, or C, a cracker? And there's photo evidence.
So I know, I forgot to show you yesterday before I had to leave. I'll show you, I'll get it for you
Maybe
today.
I'll wait and with everyone else and see it on Friday.
Amy was saying that we need to recreate it and it would be so funny. And it's actually quite easy to recreate as well. So who knows? Maybe on Friday we'll come, not the exact same outfit, but maybe we'll recreate it.
Tune in on Friday. There's definitely going to be some fun happening. So that is our Win It Weekly for this week. But we need to start on some of these products that we've got on today's show. Those of you who know this or have seen it, this is our gorgeous Winter Robins collection. You are saving up to 50% on some of the products within this collection. So this is the luxury topper collection. It contains 8 topper sets. You're getting 4 designs, 2 of each, and you will just see that gorgeous artwork and that foiling on there. You've got the sentiments as well. You've got the topper frames. And then you've obviously got the coordinating cardstock to go with it.
There's something so magical about like Christmas cards that have robins on.
It is, and for a lot of people, they're sentimental, aren't they? They hold a special place. But I like how you've also got sort of the colour theme, so that's sort of your red tones. Here's sort of your yellow and oranges there. But look at that topper sheet. We couldn't get anything else onto there. You've got at least 3, possibly 4 cards that you could make with that. and
It's
especially
crazy,
if
isn't
you're
it?
cutting into the cardstock as well. But you can just see how well the cardstock coordinates. And
I
look at
love the fact that
foiling on
the
there.
foiling at the top matches the pattern in the other cardstock as well.
Just
That's
gorgeous.
so pretty.
And then you've got your greens there. I mean, I don't know about that automatically like a triple angel
100%,
card, doesn't it?
yeah.
Or like an accordion style card. But again, you've got different shaped toppers. You've got different sentiments on here.
So detailed, isn't it?
And just, you can just
Absolutely
look at the
stunning.
foiling on there as well. I mean, these are going to be suitable for everybody, aren't they? You've
Yeah.
got your little snowman in there as well. Your two robins up there. So it could even be sort of a winter anniversary, birthdays
Definitely.
as well. Just gorgeous. And that's sort of your blue tones in that one as well. So if you want the Winter Robins Luxury Topper Collection, 8 topper sets, 4 designs, 2 of each, should be $19.99, but today just $11.99. You are saving 40% on that one.
Nice.
And that is never going to go out of fashion, is it?
No,
You're going to be able to use
every
it
year.
after year, and people are going to just love to receive those cards. So that is the Topper Collection. If you want individuals, we also do those. So each set contains 1 foiled cardstock, 1 printed cardstock, and 1 of your topper sheets. So it's the same toppers that come in that main topper collection, but just being able to buy them individually. Should be $3.99, but saving 50%, so half price at just $1.99. So it may be that you've got the main collection and there's certain toppers that you just absolutely loved using and you want more of them. This is a time to get them. Just $1.99.
The toppers, the topper deals that we've had are so good.
They are, aren't they?
Yeah.
And they're timeless, aren't they, as well? So you can just keep them, but I'm sure
Yeah.
people will be using them up. And if you're making to sell as well, when there's deals on products, that's the best time to get them.
The best time.
Because it's going to make you more money, because you can still sell your cards for what you normally do.
Definitely.
But the products have been half the price. So definitely stock up if you're doing your Christmas fairs as well. Next up we have our gorgeous, we love all of these, don't we? Our gorgeous Winter Robins inserts and papers. So you get 12 inserts and 12 double-sided papers.
I mean, the beauty
So
of this
3 of each.
is the double-sided papers for me.
Yeah.
$3.99 for 12 double-sided papers. You've got the inserts; they're just a bonus. But the designs on this, the fact that it's A4, it's double-sided.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I mean, if I'd got the Topper Collection, multi-buy these ones.
Oh, yeah.
And then
you've definitely got
Yeah.
enough. Because like you said, you're going to be able to make loads of cards with that.
I mean,
the
even
kit.
if, you know, like the centre frames out of your toppers, sometimes I don't use that one, but you could put that round there and use it as another
Make it as
topper
another
as well.
topper.
Yeah, you don't have to just use the inserts for the inside of your card, but don't forget with our inserts you can print onto them,
Yes.
put them through your printer, you can stamp your sentiments onto them, you can add your inks to them. Oh, look,
So good.
just gorgeous designs there, and you will see the colourways just go perfectly.
Yeah.
So that one's sort of
An absolute match for the colours in the kits.
just perfect. And with your double-sided papers, you know that if you use both sides together, they're going to match perfectly, don't you? You know, sometimes if you struggle to think which papers to use together. And then this is one of my favourites, this one.
It is lovely,
Sort of like the
isn't
wood
it?
effect with it. Looks like almost like a garden fence with
Yeah.
that snow coming down. Maybe people have got that view at the moment, isn't it? The gorgeous holly there.
That's such a gorgeous piece of cardstock.
And
I
with
like the
the-
difference in the colour as well, and the fact that the stripes on that wood are like the different ways around, because that means you can use it.
Yeah, and you'll be able to see there that will go with the sort of the blue toned Topper
Yeah.
collection
Oh,
as well. You've got that snowy
so
scene
nice.
there. But 12 inserts and 12 double-sided papers, 3 of each design, just $3.99 for those. They're going to work perfectly. Next up, we have got our gorgeous, adorable, scoreable selection. So 24 sheets. You are getting 8 different colours. I'm going to do this. Am I going to do it?
Ooh, ooh.
Are we there? Oh, there's one more there.
What I'd like. Just
There we go.
Incredible selection of bright, adorable scoreable though. You've got red, orange, yellow.
Yeah,
Covered
so
there.
it's not just for Christmas,
It's like
is it? You
a
could
core
use that
selection, really.
all year round, but you know that those are going to work perfectly with that Winter Robins collection. So 3 of each, 24 sheets in total. Half price again, should be $9.99, just $4.99
Such a good
for
deal.
those. And it is everything you would expect from our gorgeous, adorable scoreable. Next up is our foiled acetate. Look at that. So 16 gold foiled sheets, 4 designs, 4 of each. But don't forget, with our gold foiled sheets, if you turn them over, you have got that silver as well. So if you are wanting to use them with other collections that you've got, you can do that as well. And don't forget, you can also colour onto these. So if you've got our craft markers, that would look gorgeous, wouldn't it, done onto that one? Because it's construction weight acetate as well, you can make card blanks with them, you can make gift boxes. Lots of different options with these. I think automatically when I look at this style, I think of a stepper card, isn't it?
100% is the first thing I think
So
of.
having those gorgeous border strips along the sides there. But again, using them with all your different collections. So I think that one doesn't necessarily say Christmas to me either. I can see sort of hearts in that side panel there. So you could use it throughout the year as well. For Valentine's
like
maybe.
With the little corners. That Merry Christmas
Just
sentiment.
that Merry Christmas.
Could be just chopping into that and using that acetate sentiment if you wanted to.
Gorgeous. And I think sometimes there's a place for edge to edge acetate, foiled acetate. And then sometimes you just want that tiny bit in the corner. But what I would be doing is cutting this one down the middle, and then you've got two cards that you could do. This on the top of one, and then this on the bottom of another, couldn't you?
That's a great way of using it.
So definitely try and get, think about how you can use it to get the most out of those. So should be $11.99. Again, you are saving 50%, just $5.99 for your foiled acetate.
Ribbon.
There is nothing worse than making a card or a project and then not having the right ribbon to go with it. It can just spoil the whole effect, can't it, if it doesn't quite go. So these are going to match perfectly with your Winter Robins collection. You've got 21 meters double face satin ribbon in 7 different colours, and you can see there you've got the reds, the browns, the oranges, the greens, the yellows and the blues. Perfect if you adding sort of tags onto your cards. If you're doing your gift boxes, maybe with some of the toppers as well. Should be $9.99, just $4.99. And again, it doesn't necessarily have to be used just with this collection. It might be that you just want to stock up on your ribbons while they're half price. And then the last thing we've got in the gorgeous Winter Robins range is this Moonstone die Holly Jolly Robin, and you can see how that's been coloured in on that sample card there. So cuts directly into a 5x5 card, or you can do larger. Should be $14.99, just $7.99. Look at the size.
It's huge.
I mean, you can see if you put your hand next to it,
it's massive,
how big that is going to be, and it hasn't got the die edge, so you can have whatever size border you want, which is perfect. You can trim it down, or if you want to make your larger cards as well.
Colouring that in and then having it in like a box frame with some parchment behind. That would make a really nice gift for someone as well. Lights,
yeah. But I think also striking would be if it was done in either white cardstock or your craft card. I'm sure, did Anne-Marie do it in craft card?
I think possibly. Kat would have definitely have made that.
I feel like somebody did a box with craft card with this one, and it just looked gorgeous.
Craft card and then a little white gel pen to just highlight all of the details that you've got. That will look really
perfect.
nice.
So should be $14.99, just $7.99, and it's going to be one of those dies that you can just use year after year. With
also,
all of your Christmas cards.
Not necessarily just for Christmas either. Like you could be making like birthday cards with this.
Yeah, or like a thinking of you, isn't it? Like I say, Robins are quite sentimental for a lot of people as well, aren't they?
because you can with our dies as well cut away quite a lot of the detail, like Stacey designs them, so if you wanted to cut them you could do. So you could actually trim off all of, like cut it out and then trim away all of the holly leaves.
I'm
So then
sure
that
that's
one
what
makes
that
it
craft
sort of
box
like
was. I'm
more
sure it was,
everyday.
Yeah, I'm sure it was about 4 layers, and you can just cut into this and sort of almost like decoupage.
Yeah,
isn't it?
just like remove bits
layer
away,
it up.
keep other bits on.
Yeah, but
It's
just
really
a
pretty.
perfect time to get that die, just $7.99. I can't wait to see what we're going to demo with this.
I'm excited for this. So I'm going to do like an acetate front card. We're going to do a 7x7. So I'm going to use this one, which is Home for Christmas, mainly because I absolutely love this image of the robins with the candles. I think it's so pretty and lovely for anyone, like you say, who might be like missing someone, or might be someone's first Christmas. So it's really nice to sort of have that sort of touch to this card. So we're going to start off with Miri, and I'm going to cut that to 7x7. And then I've got this little panel which I'm going to add on. Now this is just like the full sheet of an A4, so this is 1 1/4 inches. So we're going to leave that like that, and then let's bring in my cardstock. I'm going to take it from this side, and I'm going to do it at, let's go for 1/4, because I'll just get more out of my card then. And I'm going to take this all the way up as well, and then this panel here I'm going to trim to 1, and we're going to use this again. So I've still saved this whole piece that I could use with one of the designs to create another card as well. So I've got my panels ready, and then I'm going to bring this in, and I'm going to cut this to, let's go for 8x7. So I'll have another little strip left over as well. And then I'm just going to bring in my scoreboard just to score this. Let me grab that, and I'm going to score it at 7. So I'm going to make a 7x7 sort of front for my card. So we can score that, and then we're going to fold that back. And then with any acetate that you're using, really make sure that you're burnishing that down. So this is going to be my card blank. So I'm going to build that up with my Miri and this acetate. I'm going to go in with my super thick red liner tape, because that's going to hold it perfectly for me.
I think that's definitely the best thing to use, with acetate.
Yeah.
Just got a couple of people in the chat loving that idea of those acetate sentiments.
Yes.
Cutting those strips off.
It would look great, wouldn't it? So let's pop this onto here, like so. And then this is like the front of our card ready to go. So I'm going to open it out, and then I can bring in this panel, and we can stick this down onto our card, so across there, and then we're just going to do the top and the bottom, so we make sure this sticks. So that is going to fit this way in our card. Again, making sure you've got that nice sort of mix on your ribbon. And then I knew this would happen today. I've lost that piece now. I don't know where it's gone.
Which one?
I've like flown away a piece of Miri. It was like a little strip of Miri. Is it in the bin? Has it managed its way in here? Is it in a box? No, I don't think it is. Where's it gone? Let's cut another one. It's not attached to me in any way, is it? No?
No, I can't see it.
We'll cut another one. There's some more Miri in here. So I just needed, it was 7 by 1 1/4, I think. The case of the missing Miri. Where
you'll find it as soon as
Where
you...
are we going to find that? It's going to be attached to me in some way.
Yeah.
So let's do 5 by 7. And then for this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my tape to the middle of this panel, like so. So make sure you're popping quite a bit onto it. And then I'm going to place it in here, and I'm going to stick this down onto my Miri. So just making sure that you've got that nice and straight. And then what we can do with this panel here is attach it over the top, and what it's going to do is it's going to hide our workings for us. So instead of being able to see the tape, this is going to hide that now, so you won't be able to see it. I'm just going to make sure we've got that nice and straight on there. And then I have brought some ribbon in as well, so we might add some ribbon. I'm going to take this really large square topper, because like I said, I love the design on there. So that is going to go on here. And then I think I'm going to go with sending warm winter wishes. Or we've got all hearts come home for Christmas.
Oh.
It's so cute. And it adds a little bit more of that like other colour that we've got as well. So let's go for that. We're going to keep it really simple in that way. And then I think I'm going to bring in my ribbon to sort of tie around here. I should have enough of that. So let's break this up. I'm going to do my different layers. And I am going to use it all because we are sort of taking it away now. For anyone who is working on Miri like this, and again, if you're wanting to think about ways in which you can like hide your workings and stuff, a great way to do it is to actually bring in a piece of like cardstock, take your largest like die that you've got, and a lot of the forms that we've got in our topper shapes, some of them will match your dies, so you're going to be able to use the dies, but ones like this, we don't actually have a die for this. So what you can do is just draw around your largest frame to create your own sort of like template, and then you can fussy cut around here and stick it onto the back. And the reason why I've done it on Miri is that if we stick this over, then you're not going to have any sort of like odd colours coming through, because the colour of your frame and the colour of the edges of your borders are also gold. So if it's a little bit out in sort of like the size, then it's not going to matter. So let's just trim this out. But I think if you're like making to sell and you're thinking of how you can make your cards look really professional and really tidy, then this is a great way. And because we've done it with pencil as well, we'll just be able to go over any of those cut lines that we might have left over and just trim them away. So I'm going to take that off.
It's such a good idea, that is, because I think a lot of people wonder how, you know, when you're using acetate,
Yeah.
how you can sort of make it look
it?
as neat as possible.
How do we keep it all nice and tidy? It's always a question we get asked. We like to share our little secrets. So let's just trim around here, and you can use your scissors, you can use a craft knife if you find it easier. Let's just go all the way around that, and then we've got that shape. So I'm going to start off by sticking my largest one down first, and I always put the largest down first because you can put the smallest down, but then you might not have enough space for the large one to fit in. So if you're going with the largest, then it's, you know for sure that you've got that stuck down, it's in place, and it's going to fit really nicely. So again, just going to move that around, and then this piece should fit in here. Let's just take...
And it's nice how with the foam strips, isn't it, you can just bend them
Yeah.
around corners as well.
You don't have to be thinking about that. So I'm going to stick this down nice and centrally on my card. So it might just go over this border edge a little bit, like so. And then I'm going to use my dotty tape runner for my middle frame, because then I can make sure I've got full coverage on my frame there. So then that'll stick in place. I'm just lining it up back in to that. You can give it a little wiggle, but you'll find that it sits really nicely onto that acetate then. So we've got that piece on, and then I think we're going to double up our foam pads for this one. If I can find some, might have to use these ones.
So you've got the 3 different layers there then, haven't you? You've got the one lot of foam pads,
Yeah.
and you've got straight onto the acetate, and then
I've not
doubling
got
up.
any 4 mils, but what we'll have to do is double them up. I thought I had some left in here. Squares, squares, squares. We'll have to go with squares. Put that one on there. And then that one on there. And then we'll pop this on here. And then if I just open this out now and go back in with my tape runner, I can stick this over the top. Now you can just stick it like this and sort of guess where you want it to go, or you can hold it the opposite way. So if you pop this down flat and then line this over, and then you can make sure that you can't see where it is, and that really helps. And then you've got that really nice sort of clean finish on the inside, and then you've also got sort of that really nice look to the front as well. So I can take this piece now, my little sentiment, I'm going to stick that across.
I mean, that
here.
panel there, you could even write your message on that bit, couldn't you?
Yeah.
If you didn't want to write it on the back.
Or use some of your acetate if you want to. I'm going to use all three of the fantastic ribbons here. I'm going to go in with a little bit of a glue dot. I'm going to place that here. I think I want my ribbon to go. So I'm just going to sort of line it up so I know I've got sort of the right heights on here. I'm going to bring it through on this bit, and then what I'm going to do is just take this bit off, bring all of my colours through, bring a little bit more up there.
I think when that ribbon's half price as well, which it is at the moment, you don't
get away
feel
with
bad about using all three, do you, on one
use
card?
all three of them. We're just going to do it in a really nice big sort of knot here as well. I'm not going to do like a ribbon bow. We're just going to have all three of those colours nicely just coming together on that card, and then you can obviously go in and snip these pieces to make sure that they're all nice and neat. So just going to go in across there, across there, and then there you go. And then because we've only used that sort of glue dot as well to hold the knot down, you can then just take your ribbon and spread out the edges as well, and that's going to give you a really nice sort of like triptych look with your ribbons. So there you go.
Just gorgeous. I love how the ribbons just bring all the colours together, don't they?
Well, I thought that would be nice to sort of like bring all of them to use on the card. I could have just used the red, I could have used the green, but I thought because you've got that nice glow of the yellow in the centre as well, it was nice to use that one.
And I just love that pop of like white cream in the
coming through from
just
the
so you can
back.
really see that foiled acetate on there. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Lovely card, and I'm sure it's given you lots of inspiration if you've got this collection or if you have ordered it. Don't forget, you can be in with a chance to win a share of £1,000 of Hunky Dory credit. It's 4, isn't it? 4 lucky winners will each receive £250 to spend with us here at Hunky Dory. All you need to do to enter into the prize draw is just place an order with us during our Black Friday event. So you may have already done that. You might be doing it in the coming days. Place an order with us and you will be placed into that draw. And winners will be announced on Monday the 2nd of December. Monday the 2nd of December. So make sure you are here and tuned in for that show on that Monday. Next up, one of my favourites. We have got our Festive Decadence collection.
Was phenomenal.
I absolutely love this collection. You will see, put them down there, the gorgeous sort of art deco artwork within here. So this is your luxury topper collection. You are getting 8 topper sets, 4 designs, 2 of each, and again you are getting the topper sheets, the foiled and the printed cardstock. But look at those, it doesn't necessarily need to be all Christmas. This one here says it's party season, make memories that last forever. So just really nice sentiments within there as well. So that is the sort of the yellow tones and that, and you can see how gorgeous the cardstock is that goes with it. You could be fussy cutting around there, and you can see how it ties in with those toppers. Just good. I just love that yellow. It's just really different, isn't it, for Christmas?
It is really nice.
And look at that. Just absolutely, I'm going to have to go back.
It's
full.
stunning.
And you can see, again, it's got that sort of party feel to it.
It's like Great Gatsby meets Christmas. That's what
Meets Downton Abbey meets, if you know
all
anyone
of those,
who likes...
like period dramas that you just love to watch around this time of year, whether it's the films, whether it's the series, like, it's just so glamorous.
Season's greetings from afar, open December the 25th. So lots of different sentiments as well. I love that tree. And then you can see you've got that cardstock to go with that. Just those gorgeous sort of rich colour tones as well within there. So should be $19.99, but it is on offer, saving 40%, just $11.99. You've got the border strip, the sentiments, the tags. And again, that top one there with the cake and the sort of glasses could be for a birthday if you've got winter birthdays. What does that topper say? Wonderful winter wishes with love. Congratulations on your special day. So if you've got a winter wedding, these are going to be perfect as well.
That would be so pretty as a winter wedding card with that car on there.
It would be, wouldn't it? And I just
So
love
nice.
all the sort of the patterns on here as
Yeah,
well.
Those Art Deco touches are just what makes this collection so beautiful. It's just magical, isn't it? It's very romantic as well.
It is, isn't it?
Really, really just like...
Yeah, and it just looks like everyone's just having like a really
great
nice
time.
time, isn't it? Yeah. What does that one say? You make the world special just by being you.
Cute.
Imagine receiving that card.
I'd love that.
I know. And then again, you've got the foiled and the printed cardstock to go with this. That was one of my favourites as well. Just gorgeous. So that is your Festive Decadence luxury topper collection. 4 designs, 2 of each. Just $11.99 for that. And then we do have the topper sets individually. So again, if you've got the whole collection, maybe you've used some of them already and you want to restock, we do them individually. So each set contains 1 foiled cardstock, 1 printed cardstock and your topper sheet, just $1.99, and it's the same as you get in that main collection.
Yes.
So it just might be extras that you want to get if you've sort of used one of those or more. So just $1.99, again, half price for those.
It's madness.
So many deals today.
So many good deals. It's
Next
crazy.
up, you are saving 63% on these. So should be $7.99, just $2.99. So 24 inserts, 8 designs, 3 of each, and you can see how those images tie in so well with those on the topper collections. Don't forget you can stamp your sentiments on here. So if you've got any Art Deco collections,
Oh, yeah.
you could
You might
use
have dyes as
dyes
well,
on
like Art
these.
Deco
Yeah.
dyes. And this is something, because Art Deco is quite like a style that people love to craft with because of how gorgeous it is.
Yes, yeah.
But like you will have other things from different companies that you can like mix and match with these, like
And other ones that
frame
we've done, isn't
borders,
it? Yeah.
dyes.
And even
will
sort of
go so perfect
the
together.
shapes of cards that you make
Yes,
with Art Deco.
yeah.
You can really get some really lovely
so fancy,
styles
can't
as
you?
well, isn't it? Yeah. $2.99, and just think about, you could use these as toppers as well with your, make your frames from
Yeah.
your dies. So $2.99 for 24 of your inserts for the Festive Decadence. I'm going to stop saying it's my favourite because it's going to get boring. But if you have seen our Picture Perfect pads, you will know how amazing they are. They're amazing at $11.99, but when they are just $5.99, you have got 48 double-sided pages in here. So you've got 12 designs, 4 of each, and you can see on there that is at least 2 cards just on that one page, with your choice of sentiments as well. But then you've also got your patterned papers as well. So
Papers are really nice in this.
so if you use a topper from this side,
Yeah.
if you turn over, that piece
Papers
of
gonna match.
paper is going to work perfectly. But just look at the amount that you get on each one. They can easily be trimmed with your trimmer,
Yeah.
or you can just cut into them. But you will see there's different size toppers, so depending on the cards that you're making as well. But just look.
That was a nice little slide in of Lisa's
Hello,
hand.
Lisa. But you can just
Ninja.
see. Who's that?
Oh, that colour.
That is just beautiful, isn't it? With the background in this one as well. But just imagine how many
It's
cards
just magical, isn't
that you
it?
could make with that. I mean, that could be a perfect anniversary card, couldn't it? This one here.
There's so many like individual elements in this.
Yeah.
I don't even think you could like put a number on how many cards you could
Do
actually
you know how many
make.
elements there are?
I'm gonna guess around let's say like 240.
Oh, over 270.
Oh, more than I guess.
Yeah. I don't think we could answer the question, how many cards
No.
could you make with this? I'd love the challenge,
I'd
but we
love
would
to
be
challenge
here
it.
for
Yeah,
days, wouldn't
it'd
we?
probably take you a week, I reckon.
Yeah.
The amount of cards
Yeah.
you could make.
But you can see as well, we'll just flick through the patterns as well that you get in there.
At this price, half price, I'm buying 2 of these because I'm not going to be able to be okay with cutting into those toppers. I need
No.
one for toppers and I
One
need
for
one
papers.
for all the backgrounds.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it's 2 for the price of one anyway, isn't
Exactly. Great deal.
it? Just absolutely gorgeous. So if you know our picture perfect pads, you will see, and you can see on there, all of the gorgeous imagery that you get in them.
The artwork is
I just
so
absolutely
nice in
love them.
this.
Yeah. So just $5.99 for that one. Let me just see what Lisa's written. Oh,
Have we got a sellout?
we won't do that one.
No.
The foiled acetate has gone.
Well done to people who
Oh,
got
oh
that.
my gosh.
Another one.
Okay, we'll come back to that bit. Okay, I love these shows. So next up we have got the foiled edge-to-edge cardstock.
This is nice.
You're saving 50%.
I was trying to work out whether that was hollies and berries or snowflakes, but it's both.
Yeah,
How fancy.
could be either, couldn't it?
I like that.
So you are getting 16 gold foiled sheets, 8 designs in 2 colourways. So this one here, you've got that gorgeous,
It's like almost like a maroon
it's
colour,
like
isn't
a,
it?
yeah,
Like a
and that
Merlot.
gorgeous green there. And you'll be able to see how well these are going to work with the collections that we've had on
Ooh, the fireworks.
this morning.
Love
I love
that.
it in that colour as well.
So
Got
pretty.
that in the blue and the black. We have got less than 15 of these. So if you want to get hold of these,
I'm not surprised
them in your
at
basket
this.
now,
That price, the detail that you've got on these.
and again,
The edge to
not
edges,
just
the
Christmas for some of
patterns.
them as well. You've got that gorgeous snowfall there on the blue and that cream.
This is crazy.
Edge to edge, isn't it?
Yeah.
Should be $9.99. And just look at those. You can see how these are going to work with both the Winter Robins and the Festive Decadence. On that gorgeous grey there. You've got those two with the corners there. So you could maybe cut those off and layer them up and then use the centre panel. And then lastly you've got that gorgeous sort of star snowflake on those 2 colours.
I like
Less
that one.
than 15 of those left. Just $4.99 for that foiled edge-to-edge cardstock. Miri selection. So this contains 16 sheets. It's our Miri selection that goes with the Festive Decadence, but again can be used with all of your other collections. So there are 8 colours, 2 of each. And Lisa has just put, there's less than 10 of these.
I'm not surprised. It's the colourways. That burgundy, for me, I could just buy like 30 sheets of that one colour.
Yeah, I love that one top right as well. You know that?
The green,
Yes.
like that. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So pretty. And you've got the really gorgeous blue in here and the steel grey,
Yes.
which is like a really
Yeah.
classy silver colour. So nice.
With a stretch, there's a handful left.
There's a handful.
going so
imagine
quickly.
this. That's all we've got. So 16 sheets, just $4.99. If you're just stocking up on your Miri, isn't it? It might
Yeah.
be if you made all your Christmas cards, your Miri stash is looking
where-
quite sparse
yeah,
now.
We need to get.
Yeah.
You need to be getting that
This
in your
is the
basket.
time that
Don't
you
miss
need to
out.
be stocking up on those. We've also got our gorgeous ribbons to go with the Festive Decadence collection. 21 metres. You've got 3 metres in each of these 7 colours. And you can see the different colours that you've got within there. Should be $9.99, saving 50%, just $4.99. Again, you saw how lovely it looked on that first card that Natalie made. You could recreate that card.
Yes,
but just
you could.
using this collection.
Yeah, 100%.
So that is your ribbon selection. And then last up in our Festive Decadence range are the Moonstone dies. I can't believe these are on offer. So you have got the deco tile background, should be $14.99. Look at the size of that die.
That should not be that
Just
price.
$7.49.
I'm pretty sure as well that these dies sold out, so we had to buy more.
I'm sure we did.
So
Yeah.
these are like dies that we didn't even have in stock. We've got them back in stock, and now they're in sale.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So cuts into 6x4 cardstock or larger. Again, it hasn't got that outside
No.
cutting die, so you can have whatever
Imagine
size
this as like
border
just
you
a
want.
little panel on the card as well, like actually cut into your cardstock.
Yeah, and I think you can actually extend it as well, can't
yeah,
you?
yeah, you'll be able
Yeah.
to tile it.
So you can tile it so whatever size card you want to make, and it is just going to work so well with all of your Art Deco collections
it's a
that
very
you've got.
beautiful die.
Or just as a really nice background, isn't it? You can see there it's been done in the black and put onto the gold with the sentiment. So that is your deco tile background panel, just $7.49 for that one. And then lastly, we have got the Decadent Ladies.
I love these dies.
They are beautiful, and they look, because of the detail in the die, let me turn it around, you can see them. They look stunning just cut in one colour, don't they?
Yeah.
So even if you just die cut them from black cardstock,
Black mirror would
Or
look
that steel
so,
grey.
Oh, the steel grey.
you are still going to get all of that detail within there. And again, you can see from my hand, they are a good size.
Huge.
What does it say? The largest is 12.6 centimetres by 6.4 centimetres.
Which is like nearly 5 inches tall.
Yeah.
Perfect for like centerpieces, isn't it?
And again, just another way of extending how you can use your collection as well. You can see there how it's been die cut from sort of several different colours, glitter cardstock, and then just fussy cut them and layer them up. Or you can also use your inks, your alcohol markers, lots of different options for those. So that is your Decadent Ladies. 3 dies, just $7.49. Let me just read the post-it. Also, there's less than 15 of the, is that the top, the Winter Robins Topper collection, which is just $11.99. So there's less than 15 left if you want to grab that.
You are going
now.
to have to get on that website.
Definitely.
Right now. Don't miss out.
We need to as well, I think.
I know.
So we're going to go over to Natalie now for a Festive Decadence.
We're going to use the party season one. And I had to use this one because I absolutely love this image. Like, this cardstock is the best thing ever. Like, I need to be wherever she is, at whatever party she is, with whatever
Are we
man that is.
invited?
Yeah. Everyone's
let's go.
invited. Glitz, glamour, champagne in those cute little glasses that you have to fill up after one sip. That's where we need to be. So I wanted to do a really cool shape card that I love to create with this style of collection. So it's like a diamond fold. However, this has got this artwork on here. And I want this artwork to stay where it is as well. So we're going to take the measurements from our scorebook. This is the most recent one that came out with your aqua scoreboard as well. I can show you. I've just got it like held over. So we're going to create this card. So this card, when you make it, stands in this way. But what I want to do is I just want to take half of the measurements and incorporate it into a fold back so that I can still use this design. So I'm going to take my measurements from here, and we're going to sort of do half of it, and then we're going to sort of make the rest of the half a fold back. So let's pop this over here.
I love this style. We talked about it this morning, didn't we?
I
And I
really,
still
really
haven't
like
done it, so I can't wait to see.
So what we're going to do is we're going to start off by cutting the cardstock to the size in height that it needs to be to make this design, which is in centimetres, and it's 18 centimetres high. So I'm going to trim that at 18 centimetres, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this over, because it's so much easier to work on cardstock when you've got lots of measurements on the actual like plain side, and it's something that I find super easy to do. So I'm just going to take a pencil, and we can probably move the scoreboard out, the trimmer out of the way now. Bring our scoreboard in again. On the inches side, and I want to do my design on this side, so I'm just going to flip it over this way, and we're going to bring it up here, and I'm marking it at the lines that it suggests. So we've got 3 centimeters, and then another 3 centimeters, and then another 3 centimeters. So we've got 3 gaps here, which are all 3 centimeters wide. Now the first one, we're not going to be scoring in at all. We're actually going to be trimming some elements away. So what I also want to do is find the, so 18 centimeters is 9 centimeters, isn't it? Is it 9 centimeters high? Half of 18 is 9, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to mark it at 9 on there, just for reference later. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our score tool, and I'm going to score it all the way across at this 9 centimeter mark. And then I'm also, I think, going to score it across at this piece here. And then I'm going to bring in my my ruler, because it's going to be easier to do it this way, and I'm going to line up across here this 9 centimeter mark, and I'm just going to add a sort of like a mark in here, because now what we want to do is we want to create some I need to do that one, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 5 6. I'm going to mark it on the top and the bottom. We need to create some like diamond parts. So when I'm doing diamonds, I personally find it so much easier to do this with a rubber mat, my ruler, and my shape tool. This is the smallest shape tool in our embossing tool set, and I'm going to line this up here. Now you can also use your score tool, and your score tool, you would just use it in the exact same way, but instead of lining it up on the grooves, we're going to do it diagonally. So you can use your score tool. I like using my embossing tool because it like rounds the cardstock underneath it, so it's giving it that sort of movement that you would get if you use your scoreboard. And then again, I'm going to do it from that point here to this point here, and that is going to create me this shape that hopefully you can see now. So I've got my score down the middle, I've got the cross from these 2 points, and then I've got my line here as well. Then I'm going to bring my my trimmer back in. We will come back to the scoreboard as well to do the other parts of our fold back. And then on my trimmer, I'm going to cut from here to here. So if you were doing this on the on both sides, you would repeat these steps twice. But because we're just going to do it on one side, let me line that up.
And if it's a style you haven't tried before you do it on your nice cards, so just use some scraps, isn't it? And just have a trial and make
try
sure.
it on a regular sort of piece. So then I'm just going to go in and I'm just going to score all of these folds. So we can just go across here, and then it doesn't matter which way you fold them either, because you can sort of fold them into the right place and where they need to be. But once we've scored all of those down, we are then going to, I think we're going to maybe bring these bits up. So we want to push this up and that bit out, and the same again on here. So push this bit up, and then you can kind of get this sort of shape here. And then
this is where you can really see the quality, isn't it, of the
cardstock.
Yeah.
Yeah. This bit is going to go back. So once you've got like one side down, you can kind of easily manipulate that card now into going the other way. You might need to do both sides separately, and then once you've got those score lines in, that will fold. I don't know why there we go. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go.
Gorgeous.
You just got to persist with the folds until you get them in the right place, and then you've got that gorgeous design with sort of like that really nice sort of point out on the corner piece here. So then we're going to work with like the rest of the card to be able to create our design. So I'm going to bring in my score board again, because I did say we were going to do like a fold back card with this one. So we can sort of hold that there. You can sort of straighten it out because now it's sort of gone into place. It will be absolutely fine. Let me go back over onto my centimetre side, and we're just going to pop that in. So that's at like the 9 centimetres. So I think I'm going to score at, where is this one? This is at the 22. So I'm going to score at 22 on, which is dead on this line. And then I'm also going to score at, say, 5 centimetres from that. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're also going to score at 17 as well, I think. Or is that going to be too big? Let's do 2.5. Let's do 20 and a half. So I'm just going to lightly go over this bit here, and then we're going to score that. Oh, where is it? I'm trying to find the groove now.
I was that engrossed. I wasn't even reading the comments.
Yeah.
But people have said the same thing. Wow, fantastic! Glued to the screen.
I'm going to do it here.
Loving this demo and excited to see how it turns out.
So am I, people. So am I. I have no idea how this is going to turn out right now. So we're going to take this piece now, and I'm going to trim with my craft knife all the way around this arch design. So this is going to be a really, really fancy card. And I'm just going to go.
And I always
all
think the images are really detailed, but there is usually quite a strong line that you can fussy cut around, isn't there?
And especially with like these sort of art deco shapes as well, it's really, really nice to sort of get that design all the way through. So I'm going to go there, and then I'm going to come all the way down to here and off this centre. Now if you make foldbacks, you will know that when you do it, you kind of want the top and the bottom to stay together, but I'm going to add a piece of acetate in to my card here, so it's not going to be a problem. So we're going to bring this in now. So this folds this way, and this folds that way. So now you've got like a triple fold. So you've got this design here, you've got this design here, and then you've got that gorgeous Art Deco sort of corner piece. Now I do think that this panel is a little bit too long, so I'm going to trim it. So I'm kind of like making the card up as I go along, which is absolutely fine. We can definitely do that. I'm going to trim it to this sort of point here. So I'm going to take some of that stair detail away, but it's just going to allow that card to sort of sit a bit nicer. And if we were going to sort of give it away as well, we'd be able to pop it into a 5x7 card blank with the size that we've got. So let's now decorate this, because as you can see, you've got that sort of really nice design, and what we need to do is, it does stand, you can see that it stands there, but this little bit is a bit wobbly, so if we can add some stability to there, we're going to be able to help sort of keep that together. So let's get our other bits and pieces. I have to go with this design because yes, it's the same image, but it's absolutely stunning. So I'm going to take that from here, and I'm going to place that probably in the middle there, so you can see how that sort of works really nicely on that piece. We've got It's Party Season, so let's keep it with the these shapes. I might fit my It's Party Season on that piece there. And this is where, if you've got that little book as the paper pad as well, you can be coming in and adding the papers onto these two panels, making them look different, giving them that different feel as well. And it tells you exactly how to cut all of the panel sizes in the handbook as well. And then,
and if you have tried this style in sort of your card stuff, you know, just trialing it, just make sure you keep them all, because sometimes you'll
make a like little like a folder library with them all in. So let's pop these out. I want to do one more thing to this card to make it even more Art Deco. It already is quite crazy, but I think I love sort of like punching the corners, and I think this really gives it such a fun look when we come to sort of like those Art Deco sort of designs. Right, for this panel, let me try and measure how big this is. So that's 2.5 inches. So if I get a strip of acetate, it can be any acetate, it doesn't really matter. This is just one that we had around here. So 2.5 inches high, I'm going to do it. And then I'm going to score this at 2.5 as well. So let's go 2.5 centimetres, and I'm going to do it by 2.5 centimetres. I'm just going to do 3 lots. So 2.5, 5, and then 7.5. I'll just cut that with my scissors to make a little tab. And it's literally just going to come in this piece of acetate to add more stability to my card. So I'm going to pop that in, make sure it's nice and folded where I want that to be, and then this is just going to sit onto here. Like, I might be able to do it a bit further up and just help like recreate that cut line. So what you can do as well is you can fold it flat and sort of stick this where those cut lines would be. So then when you open it up, it should sort of like fold back and keep that in place. So let's just go in and use red liner tape on one of the biggest bits. And then if I keep this along here, I can just see where my tape needs to go. I would have probably liked to have made that a bit longer because of where that card piece is. So let's come up, and I can go in with red tape on this side. And this is where you should definitely, like Amy says, keep all of these templates, and then you've got sort of like trials, and what you can do is write on them as well, like little hints and tips that you've sort of thought of, like maybe when you've like come to putting the card together, or once you've finished the card,
sort
as
of
well.
like scribble on them the measurements for sort of your mat layers.
Yes,
things like that.
so handy, isn't it? So let's just come down to here. I'm going to pop that on there. That is going to fit on that piece like so, and then this is just that extra little bit of security to make sure that that doesn't come away, and you'll see it's got more sort of like give to it. So that's going there, that's going there. We're going to pop all of these bits and pieces on now. So I know that this frame fits the whole sort of way across there, so I know I can go in with foam pads. Yeah, crazy, a crazy idea that I had when I looked at this design was to make this card this morning. So here we are. Never tried it, but
Everyone's loving it.
sometimes
Well,
you
that's what
just
you
know
need
in
to
your
do,
head
isn't
that
it?
it's going to
Yeah.
work. You're just like, well, this should work. I've got the theory right there.
And I think once you start making it, then other ideas come to you, don't they?
Yeah.
And other ways to do it, or other styles as well.
I'm going to pop this in here. It's quite sort of like far up on my card, so it just sits against that panel really nicely. And then I'm going to pop this down flat actually, so then this looks like a frame. It's going to give you a really nice perception within the card. So
And
I'll
it's nice
stick
because you've
that in.
almost got sort of 3 different panels to
There.
decorate, haven't you? So
Yeah.
you've got the cardstock on the one,
You've
then
got
you've got
this
space
piece
for your
here.
topper, and then you've got the gorgeous,
And then you've got those
the end
elements that are
section,
going to
yeah.
fit really nicely on this piece. So what else do I want to do? Oh, put these bits on. So this one's going here. So again, let's get another piece of cardstock. And I'm thinking, because I have used, I definitely would like to just enhance these bits here. And you can do it with Miri if you wanted to. You can obviously do it with your papers if you want to do it like so. I just think it needs a little bit of an extra pop. So what do we have that we could do that with? Let me see if I've got any. I was going to use...
anything I can get you.
I was going to use some gemstone strips, but I think we can go in with this cardstock. And if I cut this to 6 by, let's do it by 18, so we'll do the measurements correctly. 6 by 18. And then if I mark this at 3, so you can do it with your pencil, you can do it with any of the the designs that we've got, and then I'm going to mark it at 9.
I think as you're going through the kit as well and using it, I reckon you could use some of your scraps for those
Yeah,
bits as
you
well,
definitely
couldn't you? They're
could.
not-
There's so many different things that you could pop together. I'm just going to do, I don't even need to do the whole piece of this. I can just literally do this section here. I don't know whether that one was straight, but we'll see. 9. Yep. And then if I trim across like this, I should recreate those little panels, I'm thinking. I'm hoping.
It looks good.
So then you've got these two, that bit is that bit.
Got people going to have a go at making this card today, hopefully.
So then I need these 2 bits. So if I just trim this down, and then what you might want to do as well is just take a tiny little edge off both sides, so that you've got a little bit of room for your folds to still fold. So I'm just taking it off the longest side and the shortest side, and we'll see how that looks. Tiny little bit off there, a tiny little bit off there, but honestly follow the instructions in the handbook. I'll show you the handbook again and the page that it's all on if you are wanting to recreate this. So this now should, which way? That one goes there. Oh no, I needed the other side. No? No, I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. Yay. So let's just pop these on here, because I just want to add that extra touch of glamour, and I think that separating the design and bringing in another colourway is really going to help me do that. The yellow from the other piece of cardstock would have looked stunning as well, but obviously I don't want to use that. I want to save it for another card. So now if we fold this all together,
Oh, that looks so good.
And we bring it up like so, you've got this crazy shape, but look how much sort of like dimensional, like story you've got from like this bit to the middle section to the other end.
And like so many different aspects to it. I think it's one of those cards, if somebody saw it in your house, they'd go up and
be like,
they'd
what
spend
on
minutes,
earth is this?
but they'd be having a look and seeing how it's all done. And I think once you've started making them, you're going to get quicker with sort of your designs. And
it literally, this was the first time I'd done it, and I think it was watching you do that demo yesterday where you put 2 card blanks together. I was thinking, I wonder if you could, like this morning when I was looking at this, and I was thinking, well, I have to do this design, but that's not going to work with a diamond fold. So I was like, how can I incorporate the diamond folds? And then I was thinking, well, I must be able to put like 1/2 of a diamond fold to 1/2 of a fold back and create that. So that's all we've done really, just played around with it and seen how it works out. But yeah, just trial and test it. And if you want to get the, if you've got the handbooks, then it is the Handbook Crafting 6. And it is from the fan card, sorry, not the diamond fold, the fan card that Jane created. And this is the sort of measurements that we followed here. And we've literally just done this little section onto our cardstock and then trimmed the rest away and sort of like worked out the rest of the measurements from there.
so again, it's about just trial and error, isn't it? Just having a go, having a play around. As you say, once you've started making it, very rarely does a card that I start making with that one idea end up exactly how I thought it. Exactly how I thought it was going to be. So thank you. Everyone has absolutely loved that. And if any of you do make it, please do let us know.
Tag me in it. I love to see what people do with them.
We love to see everybody else's makes. Thank you for that. So a quick Win It Weekly reminder. Natalie has chosen over £200 worth of gorgeous hunky-dory crafting goodies for one lucky winner. All you need to do is simply like, share and comment with your answer to the following question. What costume did Natalie's mum make her for a Christmas Eve nativity service? Was it A, an angel, B, a present, or C, a cracker? Make sure you like, share and comment, and we will be announcing the winner on Friday's show. Wow. 2 amazing collections down.
I know.
1 to go, and you will absolutely love this. So this is our Christmas Dogtails decoupage topper collection. Look at those dogs. How gorgeous are they? You're getting 8 decoupage sheets, 4 of each. Makes 64 toppers. Should be $24.99, just $14.99. And you can see all of those layers. I mean, it says you can make 64, but you could possibly make more, couldn't you?
Definitely.
If you work out all your layers, you can get more out of it as well. So we have got, this is a Labrador Retriever and English Springer Spaniel. And like our decoupage, they are already die cut. You just need to pop them out. 3D foam pads is going to be essential for this as well. Next up, we've got our Border Terrier and Dachshund. Look at him looking at the tree.
They are the most adorable little pooches.
Yeah, I mean, what you could do with this one here, you could just use that as a topper.
Yeah.
Especially if you've got the background papers, which we're going to come to. And then all of the other ones, you could lay it up. So that's 2 toppers that you've got just from this one down here. And again, look at him there with his little hat on. Next up, we've got the Golden Retriever and the Border Collie. Again, you can see some of them have got the part of the background in there for you as well. And you've got your sentiments within them. Next up, you've got the Rottweiler and the German Shepherd. I love that top one. He looks like he's just having the best time.
Running through the snow.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a few dogs out there today doing that. Next up, we've got the Yorkshire Terrier and the French Bulldog. These are going to be perfect as well if you make for animal charities.
Yeah.
If you've got lots of friends and family that have got dogs as well. I know sort of my niece would love a card with these on. Next up, you've got the Pug and the Chihuahua. Look at him coming out the box.
So adorable. Just the cutest little characters.
With Santa hat on. You've got the Jack Russell and the Beagle. And you can see how many layers you've got there and how they're going to look, especially if you use your sort of your 4mm foam pads as well. How well these are going to layer up. And then lastly, you've got the Pomeranian and the Cavalier King Charles. Look at him. His little Christmas jumper on. So 8 decoupage sheets, 4 of each. It's going to make 64, well, a minimum of 64 toppers. Should be $24.99, just $14.99 for those. If you have got those, something you will want to consider, well, especially as it is half price, is the brilliant background Christmas Dogtail. So this is an 8x8 paper pad, 48 double-sided pages, 12 designs, 4 of each, and I can show you on the back. You will see there the different sort of background scenes that you've got. You've got indoor ones, you've got outdoors, and you will see how well they are going to work with those toppers. Just so you could even sort of fussy cut this panel out here, couldn't you, so that he was sat inside the kennel. Got the gorgeous window scene. I think I did a crazy demo with that where I cut all the panes of glass out the window.
Yeah, you probably did.
Probably, yeah.
A little bit of snowfall has to take behind.
Yeah, that's the one. How did you guess? Then you've got the gorgeous Christmas table there, and you can see the patterned back, sort of patterned papers on the reverse as well. So lots of different papers in there. We'll just go through so you can see. You've got the snowfall, you've got the presents. Got the cloud scene, got lanterns. You can see how well they're all going to work. Look at that one with the like the paw prints in the snow. Just going to work so perfectly with those toppers. Just $5.99 for that. I was just trying to work out. Is it £21? So for £21 you can get the pads. Yeah. and those, and just imagine how many cards you would be able to make from those two products. So that is the Christmas Dogtails. We've also got our wonderful Wintertime Picture Perfect pad. So this is similar to the Festive Decadence Picture Perfect pad, where you've got 48 double-sided pages, 12 designs, 4 of each. Again, you've got those straight lines, so you'll be able to use your trimmer to cut these. You've got your toppers, you've got your sentiments, you've got your smaller images, lots of different sized images as well. You can see there all those smaller sentiments that you can cut out. Oh, look at these ones. And because you get 4 of each, you can actually fussy cut these and layer them up. You could use your sort of decorative dies to cut some of these out as well. Should be $11.99. You're saving 58%, just $4.99 for this one. And we'll just flick through and I can show you the pattern paper you get in there as well. So just lots of different styles. Whoever you're making cards for, you are going to be able to find something within here to suit. Gorgeous snowy sky there. And again, if you have a look at the back, you can see all the images and the pages that you're going to get in that. Absolutely love these books. The amount of cards that you can make from these should be $11.99, but just $4.99 during our Black Friday event while stocks last. To go with that, we've also got our wonderful Wintertime foiled Matastic cardstock. Half price.
Oh.
Edge to edge foil, so you get 16 gold foiled, so you get 8 designs each in 2 colorways. So I would definitely recommend multi-buying these, so at least you've got 2 two sheets
of the same
of
sheet.
each one. Yeah,
Especially for if you wanted to use it to like make any sort of like 3D gift boxes or anything for
yes,
Christmas.
definitely. Yeah, or that extra special card that's sort of, you know, larger than your 8x8. So there you've got the sort of the snowfall on there. Look at that one. And you can see it doesn't necessarily need to be Christmas. That would make a gorgeous sort of wedding anniversary card.
It's like confetti,
or a
isn't
gift
it,
box.
Almost.
Just
Could be
really
snow,
subtle,
could be
isn't it? But
confetti.
you can just catch it in the light. Just see, got the colourway in that one. Yeah, you've got gorgeous red and green. Again, another one that doesn't necessarily need to be just for Christmas. Can you imagine that with sort of a little gemstone in the middle of each one? Again, in those gorgeous colourways. I love that one. Like you were saying about your gift boxes, even your birthday cards with that one. And again, you've got it in the gorgeous red.
You're not going to find any sort of like gift boxes out there, are you, that are as fancy
No.
as some of the foiling
And
that
it's
we've
good
got
quality
here.
as well, made
So
as cards,
you could
yeah.
you've got 16 sheets there, so you could do 8 boxes for $4.99.
Yeah.
Like you've got the top and the bottom.
I bought a box at the weekend from a card shop and it was $4.99.
Wow. I bet it wasn't big either, was it?
It wasn't that big, no. I mean, I should have made it, to be honest, shouldn't I? You can see all these different prints. So it's edge to edge, just $4.99. That's one of my favourites as well, those gorgeous Christmas trees. And you can see if you're using it on your cards, you wouldn't need to use a lot of this. You could just use one of the strips, couldn't you, of the trees on there. So you've got that in the 2 colourways. 16 sheets, just $4.99 for those. And then lastly, I'm confused. Is that, Lisa, is that on there?
Yes.
Oh, is that the Adorables, the Matastic on its own?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've done it in the wrong order. It's me. And then we've got the wonderful Wintertime Matastic Adorable Scoreable Selection. 24 sheets, you've got those 8 different colours. You get the 3 of each and you can see the colours on there. perfect for that picture perfect pad, but just also if you like using the Matastic because you like using it with your inks, then this is definitely the time to stock up. 24 sheets should be £9.99, half price just £4.99 for those. Just a perfect time to stock up. And then lastly, we have got Crafting with Hunky Dory Christmas edition 2024. Over 90 projects inside that you are going to be able to make. Did we say there's at least one card with every topper from the Blockbuster?
There's at least 2 cards with every topper.
Okay,
yeah.
so if you've got the Christmas Blockbuster from us, you will get so much inspiration from here. It's not full of adverts, so it's 84 pages, and you can see, and these are just lovely just to have close to hand if you're not sure what style of card you want to make, if you're a bit stuck for an idea. We're more than happy for you to take inspiration from these magazines. Use the same toppers and cardstock, use different, it is entirely up to you, but it is just full of different ideas. You also get, in the middle, you get 8 double-sided papers. So again, that is just going to sort of a good start, isn't it? Look at that one with the lights on. You can
so
just
cute.
take those out of the centre of your magazine and use those, and maybe try some of the cards that are within the magazine. Should be £5.99, but just £1.99. So I would definitely recommend, if you've placed an order for anything else, just pop this in. It will just, like I say, it doesn't need to be just Christmas. Just look at the card styles, how the different toppers have been used, and just recreate that with any of the collections that you've got. Just a lovely magazine just to sit down and read.
Worth it for the extra papers.
When you see the price of some of the magazines now, and they're filled with adverts, you know with this you're going to get 84 pages of pure inspiration. So it should be £5.99, just £1.99 for that.
I can't believe that.
I know.
So good.
As I say, I always keep them on my desk with the handbooks, and then you know you can always keep referring back to them. I'm excited to see what we're going to demo with in this section.
Well, we are going to do the Winter Wonderland because I really, really love the artwork from this. I love how like the story feels to it. So I was going to do like a kind of like a diorama card,
kind of,
but then kind of like an aperture card, but kind of like a different shape. So I've got my colours. So I've gone for this from the foil pack, and I've gone for this one, which is the plain blue colour as well. And I'm going to start on my, it's 9x5 both sizes. I'm going to start and I'm going to score it at half an inch, sorry, and 1 inch, and then I'm going to do the same on this side, so at 9 and at 8. And we're just going to score those sort of tabs around, so you've got this nice shape. We can bring those tabs back out as well, because we are going to do some cutting. So we're going to keep this one flat, and then I'm also going to come in with my scoreboard, and I'm going to line this bit up on here. And what we are going to do is we are going to take half an inch off this section here. So I'm just going to line this bit up to 6.5, and we're going to place that in, and we're going to go all the way up to the half an inch mark on that side, and then we're going to turn it around so it's on here, line it up to the half inch mark. Again, we're going to come in there at half an inch and go down to the 4.5 inch mark on our tab here, and we're just going to follow that around, keep doing that design. You'll see when I get to the top, I'm actually pressing this score into that groove so that I can make sure that it's definitely where I want that to be. So again, down to that part there, and then we turn it around.
This is where the trimmer just works so well, isn't it, to cut these apertures out.
And we're going to do that last one. So from there all the way down to here, and then we can pop out this panel. So our aperture that we've got in the middle now is 6x4. Let me just grab these scissors just to trim this out. There we go. And then I'm going to come in, and I've got a piece of acetate which is 5x7. I've got my red liner tape ready to go, and I'm going to place this on top of here. So So I'm going to create this back into like a card front.
You could definitely work your way through that picture perfect pad though, couldn't you, and tell a story?
Yeah,
Sort
it's
of
so
with all the
good.
characters in there. I feel that they all need names and they've all got a story to tell.
They're just super, super cute. It is a great sort of book to sort of grab your hands on. I'm just going to fold this over and just trim any sort of excess that comes over that score line, because I am going to be folding this in and I want to make sure that it folds really, really neat. So that is going to go that way, and then this one is going to go round like that. Then I'm going to stick this back onto my design. So I'm going to bring in my super thick tape this time, and I'm going to stick this across this whole panel here, and then we're going to stick that to the back of our other section. So that is going to fit on here. So let's grab this, and this is now going to be our card blank. So it's a little bit of a peculiar size, but
with the depth should mean that it will stand.
oh yeah,
on its own,
it will
won't
stand, because we're going to create this like nice little sort of like box front
Oh,
here
gorgeous.
on the card. So I've gone for this image because I absolutely love it, and I've done a little bit of sort of like fussy cutting here and there. So I've got this layer here, I've cut all of the guys out on this layer, and then I've also halfway through cutting this one out, so you can we can do that one together. Let me grab my smaller scissors, and you can see that I've taken off that lantern because it was just easier to cut it straight, and then I can sort of like piece it back together when we build this card up. So I'm going to go around,
And you can do this with the picture perfect pad because there's four
of the same design. And I've still got like the whole other sheet to use because we've got loads of images that we're not using off one of those 8x8, so we can sort of bring it all together. So I'm just going to carry on around this little section, and then we're going down and around the little Christmas tree, so we can do that. And then I've gone to sort of like where this like really nice white image stops, and then we're going to just bring it to the edge there. If you want to make sure that those two line up, you can then bring your trimmer in.
I think these would be really good for if you know, if your children want to make cards for their friends as well.
Yeah.
Or everyone in the class. I think
there's
you could maybe cut the images for them and give them some card blanks.
And they can have a whale of a time
be
making
so good,
cards
yeah.
with this. So I'm just going to take it to the 1 3/4 inch mark, and then I'm just trimming to those Christmas trees to make sure that the image lines up on both sides. Again, that is completely down to choice. You can make it a little bit taller if you want to. So I've got that image there now. So let's build this up, and I think what we're going to do is I'm going to place this one in the center of my card. So I'm going to place this inside here, so I know that if I do it centrally on this little space, that when I fold that over, my image is going to be in the middle there. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to place this one in here. Now I'm actually going to place it on the inside of my card. So I've got my little guys here, and I know that if I stick my tape, and let's do it with my dotty tape runner, if I stick that tape all the way around there, then I'm going to have sort of a great area to make sure that this panel is stuck in. And what we'll be able to do as well is that we can just line it up with this piece here. And again, if you wanted to, you could take a piece of other card and you could place it around this whole section here, because you know that this is 1 1/4. So if you make your aperture a little bit smaller, you know that that could all be sort of like hidden if you wanted to. I think it looks fairly neat on that bit there though. So you've got that design inside it, and then we're going to come in with our little guys and the lantern, and we're going to stick this on the front. So I'm going to use my let's go for 4 mils. If I can find those strips or the chunky ones, these ones will do. I'm going to give it loads of dimension on the front of my card, like so, and then we can definitely trim into this chunky strip as well for my lantern. So that can go back on here, like so. And that's going to give that lantern even more depth as well, because we've got the lantern separate from the stick, so when it holds up it's going to really stand out. And then we can line up our little rabbits onto the acetate, make sure they're all in line. Just do it one at a time, and then you can get that image perfect. And then we're going to fill in this little strip here so that this front of your card like tucks under a panel. So I've got a panel of this front cardstock that I have left over, and this is slightly smaller than the base. So this space that I've got left here is 2 inches. So if I bring in my trimmer, I'm going to cut this down to 2 1/4 by, let's go for, I'm going to have to do it up here because I can't see that bit, by 5 1/4. And then this is going to fit in there. Now what we're going to use is our 4mm foam pads. So you want to get those ready to go. And I'm going to pop them on one side of this card. So I'm going to go for about here. So on halfway up this card, we're going to add our foam pads. And then I'm just going to go in, trim that bit off. I'm going to add a little bit of ribbon to this, I think. So let's just do that first. I'm going to tape runner it so it sits flat. So just go over your ribbon with your tape runner, and then we can stick that directly in the middle of our little border. Bring it round, and then I can trim off that edge there where I don't need it. Same on this side, just trim it off and then fold that back round. We'll take this little panel off here and this one off here, and I'm going to stick this in to this section. So removing that away, I just want to make sure that that is nice and equal on the top and the side borders. And then this now, you will be able to slide into that space, and it's going to hold this shut. So you get that nice sort of definition with the scene, but you can still open it if you want to. So let's go in with our sentiment. I've fussy cut this out of one of the squares. It says, "We wish you a Merry Christmas." So I'm going to pop that, I think, in the middle here, and we'll go with the 4mm foam pads just so the depth matches our little characters on the front.
That's good. You could even write a sentiment inside, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Where you opened it, but you can't see it when it's,
When it's
like
closed.
that. But yeah.
So I'm going to pop this here, and then I've got a little bow which I'm going to add to the top of that card as well. So this is where your ribbon for these collections comes in so handy, because even though this is the same ribbon from the Robins, the colours match very, very well with this kit. So you can mix and match and bring them all in and switch and change them. So just gonna pop that up there.
Yeah, Fiona's put on the chat, the ribbon just makes this, and it's just that finishing touch, isn't it?
There you go. So it stands up really, really nice for you to see.
Just,
oh, the camera makes this look very
gorgeous. Look at the depth in
there. And then you can just pop this out, and it opens up to reveal that other image as well. So again, it's a really nice way of sort of like kind of creating like a diorama, but also an aperture, but also a shape card. I don't know what's happened with me today.
I know. I'm sure I've loved it.
All the crazy things are coming out.
That's what we like. It's that time of year, isn't it? Thank you so much.
That's
I'm sure everyone has absolutely loved those demos, and I'm sure there'll be lots of people going to their craft rooms and trying out some of those styles. So thank you so much. TV schedule, Pauline is over at Hobby Maker this evening. Join her at 6 p.m. with our Winter Robins collection, and then at 8 p.m. with a Woodland Story collection. And then next up here on Hunky Dory TV, Join Kelly and Kat at 10 a.m. tomorrow for some more bargain prices on festive stamps and dies.
Oh,
Have we seen these yet?
I've not seen
Are they on the
these
website,
yet.
Lisa?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm going to have a look.
So make sure you join us tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll see you again soon.